Right, now there's going to be sound. That's annoying.
Hey.
You didn't miss anything at all. We can start over. So, right, welcome to Blacklist. The idea of Blacklist, now that you can hopefully hear me, is that we will be on here at least once every week to update you on what Black Lakes are up to in the run up to the release of our debut album. Thank you to Ene Fook Know That, if that's how you pronounce that one, for letting us know initially that there was no audio. Major faux pas. So I'm joined by James and Scott. Scott, albeit remotely. We're here to answer your questions and chat to you guys for however long this evening. And we'll be doing this regularly. James, Scott, someone say something. Save me from doing all the babbling.
It's a shame you're just so good at doing it, Will. So.
I'm not. I'm just the nervous talker.
It's nice to see everyone. And yeah, got any questions? Please get involved. Talk to us in chat. Ask us anything you want to, within reason. You know who I'm talking to. And yeah, like Will was saying, we know that we're historically bad at reaching out. So here we go. Wednesdays is normally one of our writing sessions, and it would be cool to talk to you about what we've done, about where we're going, and yeah, be cool for you to get on board and share our journey, I guess.
Cool. Anything to add there, Scott?
Yeah, lovely. I think any four knows that we've had an actual correction of how to say that's cool. I think we've got Black Sunshine on board, Yo Black Sunshine, and Lilith Porter as well. Shout out to you. So welcome along, guys. Super stoked, like James, to be chatting with you guys and just talk to you about everything Black Lakes, really. Like Will and James says, bit of blown away really by the reception, the reaction that we get. So I already, like I say, feel sorry if you think, why aren't you guys online? Why didn't you talk to us? And we're catching up. So super amazing to have you with us, and obviously we'll be here to answer any questions and chat to you and give you a few updates. So yeah, welcome on board.
We've, like Scott was saying, we've not been particularly good at social media. I think we've had our heads buried in creating an album, which you guys have been incredibly supportive in helping us to do, and we are super keen to get that out to you. In fact, the music that started off this broadcast, which you will have heard because that wasn't on the microphone that I had muted, go me, that is actually the first little bit of new Black Lakes that you guys will have heard in a long while. And we can only apologise for that, although, you know, we didn't create COVID, but we were affected by it, just like many people were. So yeah, in the next few weeks, months, we will be using this platform to share with you more new music. We will be using the Blacklist to break any news first. This is a way to reward people who are genuinely interested in being on the journey with us. So if you check the link under this video, you will find a link to the hidden Facebook community for the Blacklist. Please feel free to click that join button and we will let you in. There's also a link to the web store, and we're very excited because we have finally pressed the button to get some new merch made. So I'm going to show people. Is that all right? Can I show people the merch? We need Daff to like do a little drum roll. So as of right now, you can head to the web store and you can grab yourself a lovely new Black Lakes shirt, which has the four-horned ram skull, which is a design which we've painstakingly come up with over the last goodness knows how long. And there's also the brand new Black Lakes beanie, because it's about to get cold, people. So, you know, you can pick that up at our web store right now. You can also grab both for a bargain price. If you buy them together, you actually get the hat for half price, which is not bad, really. That's what I do, because I'm a cheapskate. Let's see what's going on in the comments and see if there's anything that people are talking to us. Sweet shirt, thank you very much. We're really, really, really pleased with it. I went to the link. It said the link is not unsafe, I promise. Maybe it's just because it doesn't want you to part with your money for us. But the link should not be unsafe.
Big Cartel is a pretty sort of like well-known place to stock merch. So
yes, it's if the link isn't working for you, if it's saying it's unsafe, it's just blacklakes.bigcartel.com. And there you will find the shirt, the beanie. There's a couple of the Tiger shirts left from the last run, and of course that will be the first place that we stock the album when that becomes available.
Can I show the people who are involved now, like where that skull came from?
Yeah, man.
I'm a bit of a fan of things to do with death. Hence the T-shirt. Don't know if you can see. I got that tarot card on, and.
Don't drop it.
The idea for that T-shirt came from this bad boy here. Hey, there it is.
There's two of us all, anyway.
This bad boy there. It's
Has it got a name?
Not yet, but if people would like to suggest a name.
Oh yes, if you name the shirt, name the skull, you name the shirt. It's going to be like the Black Lakes Jeffrey shirt now.
Why would you say that? Jeffrey's a cool name, by the way, but.
I was going to say welcome on board to Bo Pennington and the Warden sound. Fair play, man. I really appreciate that comment. Good music is more important than good social media, dude.
Oh, I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Very much. That's amazing. And Lilith as well. Thank you. We are trying to be as creative as we can. So, Black Sunshine. I don't think I've ever anticipated an album more. I reckon you're probably then maybe the 7th most person in the world anticipating it.
We are.
Yeah, well, sorry, go on.
No, sorry, Scott. Carry on.
I was going to say, well, have a look at that as well. Any fool know that, because if you don't use Facebook, then you might have to think of other ways you guys can engage with us as well. If you're not on that.
Black Sunshine says he looks like a Frederick.
Nice.
Nice. I like that. Frederick the Goat. That's pretty sweet.
Frederick Fourhorns.
There's pink on the shirt. Yeah, you could say there's a bit of pink on the shirt. I think, yeah.
There is. There's a lot of pink and purple going on in the background there. It was a requirement this time round. You wouldn't believe how much more it costs when you ask for pink and purple when compared to a black and white shirt. But yeah.
It was like another 50p, man. It was fucking terrible.
Yes, something like that.
I mean, it's double. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, we wanted to make sure we did a colour shirt this time. Last shirt was really cool, but obviously it was black and white, so it was really important to us that we got some of the rainbow vibes going on this one. So
we're always trying to improve and do the next better thing that we can do, and I think it's an improvement, and hopefully you guys appreciate that and get involved, support us, and there's more stuff on the horizon that I'm not going to tell you about now, but if you come and join us on Wednesdays around about 8 o'clock, you might find that you'll get insight into what we're planning, and we're planning some cool things.
Definitely.
Well, I am anyway.
Yeah, you might tune in and just find James rambling in here on his own, which is not unusual for James. More unusual that you do it on a live stream, but I wouldn't put it past you.
I like talking to strangers. I can be more honest.
Well, there you go. If you want honest James, then you need to tune in Wednesday nights from 8 o'clock for Blacklist. Scott and I may or may not be on the feed, but James will definitely be here being brutally honest.
I was going to say, though, next Wednesday, again, I appreciate... Where are you guys from? I don't know if anyone can post in the feed, because obviously I know we go... we were just looking just before we came on about where we are in the world, and we seem to be popular in Mexico and Netherlands and France and loads of other crazy places. So I don't know where you guys are from, but if you want to post that in. But also next Wednesday, we're all at Bring Me the Horizon in Cardiff.
Not playing.
Yeah, not playing. Not playing.
Yeah.
Give me time. They forgot to ask us this time. It's a little bit embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, well, we're busy, guys. But if you do happen to be local or in the South Wales area or Bristol or wherever, then we will actually be at that show. And I know Will's planning to take some exclusive CDs with him.
Yeah, come find us.
Anywhere else. Single CD of Dissident that you can't get anywhere else. So if you happen to be going to the Bring Me show next Wednesday, we will be there. Please, hunt us down or message us up, and we can meet you there and hook you up with that CD if you're around. Man, this feed's going crazy.
Yeah, the Warden Sound says, what tracks are you looking forward to playing live? Has it been weird developing songs without testing them at gigs?
Good question.
I mean, yes and no. It's been weird not gigging, but because of limitations put on us by COVID, it was also not possible to practice for a long period of time. So really, the development of the songs happened almost remotely until we actually got together to record them for the album. So it didn't feel like that element was missing, because we just couldn't do it anyway, and we were never together until right towards the end of album development. There are a number of new songs which we will be dropping into the set on our first gig back, which is at Fuel in Cardiff on the 25th of this month, supporting Scarlet Rebels. Also, Who Knows Diddley and Etherfield are on the bill, and believe me, Etherfield are worth the ticket price alone. Don't worry about us. We're on first, so you can come after we've been on. Stay in the good pub, and then come after we finish to watch Etherfield and Scarlet Rebels absolutely tear it up. But if you do see us, that'd be nice, and you might get to hear a couple of songs from the new album.
Wow. So thank you, Any Full No. So Devon, so that's not a million miles away. We are potentially thinking about doing a few things in Devon. So we may well be coming down your way. Right, me, was that Mandy Snowblood? I love that. That's a fucking cool handle. What are your biggest influences when writing the new album? I think we better take this one in turn. James, what would you say your biggest influence?
Hold on, I know. Anti-establishment.
Don't do that to me. I think that it answers your question. We all bring something different, but there are moments where we all connect with our influences. Mine, it's always System of a Down, Nine Inch Nails. I've got the old school grunge going through my mind. I love hearing melodies, and that's kind of where I'm coming from. But I'll throw in Faith No More and Chili Peppers as well. But I've heard some really cracking new songs as well that probably we'll talk about. But that is surprise. That's probably me.
Go on, Scott.
I think for me, there's a lot of things that I share with James. So for people that want to know, because I know I would love to know, like the bands I'm into, what are their favourite bands. So I'm a big Of Mice and Men fan. I'm a big Nine Inch Nails fan. I'm a big Breaking Benjamin fan. And everything in between. I like Iron Maiden, Megadeth. Loads of that stuff. And then, like Will, I'm a fan of Korn and Linkin Park and a lot of that new metal stuff, and Soundgarden and the grunge stuff. And then, I quite like some of the more modern tech and prog stuff as well. I really like a band called Destiny Potato. That I don't know. That sounds bizarre, but honestly, if you like a bit of like tech or math stuff, then I really like Destiny Potato. Sky Harbor as a modern band. I'm quite so loads of good shit, man.
I've got one for you that'll really blow your socks off. We butter the bread with butter.
Yes.
Yeah. If you don't know those guys, oh my god, that's insane.
I've never heard of that. What, we butter the bread with butter?
We butter the bread with butter. Yeah, German man. Duo, mate. They are absolutely awesome.
It's amazing. It'll melt your face and then tickle you gently afterwards.
In another life, about 8 years ago, I interviewed them for a webzine that I was working for at the time.
Wow.
And they've gone on to be pretty big now. It's quite cool. Good for them.
Mandy Snowblood, genuinely their name is called Destiny Potato, but that is an unfair. They really are cool, but fucking stonking name, right? I mean, we toyed with Destiny Cabbage for a while, but we decided Blacklist was probably better.
Yeah.
Would you consider streaming any of your live shows for those of us who live too far away to see you live?
Yeah.
We would consider streaming our live shows. The other consideration, of course, is that we bring our live shows to where you are. That would be preferable, right? For everyone. Well, not everyone. Us, you. We would love to stream some of our live shows. Obviously, we've got to get our heads around the tech to do that. Some venues are sort of a lot more savvy than others when it comes to offering that up front. What we don't want to do, because it won't be good for you to watch and it won't be good for us in terms of putting that footage out there, is just put out phone filmed live footage that just sounds like for 30 minutes or so.
It's got to sound good, got to look good, it's got to be a performance, and that takes time, effort and energy. It's something we've talked about, it's something we've played with, it's something we're looking to in the future. Come and join us at Blacklist every Wednesday and you might find out when we're doing it.
We have we did play with live streaming before. The live distant footage that we put out, we did a full set just to give it a run through, get the technology, sort of try and get our heads around it as best we can. We're a bit cavemanish when it comes to modern technology, hence why this is the first time we've ever done any kind of live streaming.
I mean, I've got candle lights instead of real lights here, you know.
I did think he was trying to seduce me, but we do have some lovely, lovely candles, keeping us warm as well as lit, because James apparently likes it sub-zero, and I've been freezing in here all evening.
Will, bless him, suffers because he hasn't got enough meat on the bone.
Wow. I'll take it.
I was, so Mandy Snowblood, I'm sorry that if you don't like the Voice of Destiny Potato. I love it. I'm getting my first like critique of my influences. So but that's fair enough, man. Everyone's into their own thing. There are bands that I struggle with. I'm not dissing anyone in any way, shape or form, but I'm just trying to think of a few bands where, you know, the voice might put me off a little bit. It's such a big thing. Like, I don't like Disturbed, for example, too much because I don't really like
Black Lakes.
The voice.
Yeah.
I love Black Lakes when Will's not singing. Yeah,
the instrumental parts are like absolutely mint.
So Black Sunshine, I don't know. You may have told us before, but where do you live? Obviously, if you want to send us a separate message on Facebook, that's fine. But I don't know. Are you in the States or in Europe, or just let us know where you are, and we can have a look at where we can come. Oh, you meant butter the breadboard. Oh, fair play.
Butter the breadboard. Not that there's any chance that we butter the bread with butter are listening or watching, but you know, we're big fans, so we just sometimes can't get your name all the way there.
I'm loving Mandy Snowblood though, because she's dissing you guys, but not mine. I'm loving that. That's cool. I was thinking to myself, I'm sure Destiny Potato don't have a singer, so.
Yeah.
What would it take to get Lee on TikTok? Give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes with his phone. I'll get that.
Is that actually Lee texting in right now?
No, James is barred from physical contact. Thank you very much for the suggestion.
What's the suggestion?
James, you better give Will a cuddle to warm him up. Don't get any ideas.
I'll give him some of my beard. Wrap around his.
Just before the live stream started, James was wearing the goat's head as a like a cod piece.
It's not true.
And I was between that and the candles, I was getting very, very worried.
I had clothes on.
Also, I think it's officially now been named Frederick Fourhorns.
Frederick Fourhorns.
It's Frederick Fourhorns that James had on his lap, which is a bit unfortunate for Frederick, really. I think. Or
Frederick Fivehorn.
Yeah, Frederick Fivehorns. Yeah, nice.
I've always wanted a goat skull tattoo on my back.
Well, now's the time. Go do it. So we're about. It's a weird situation we've got going on. We're running the streaming through some software before it hits YouTube, and obviously Scott's dialed in from elsewhere, and that's going into the software before it hits YouTube. So we're about 10 seconds 10 seconds ahead. Sorry, Will needs an adult. Yes, I do. I thought when I joined Black Lakes that I was joining a band of adults. It just turns out that apparently some kids can grow very convincing beards.
Yeah.
I don't tend to give Scott or James much of a hard time because they're both bigger than I am, and they both look a lot tougher.
I would say that James does have a mental age, though, of sometimes he's very sensible, but most of the time James likes to have fun. So yeah, James is definitely likes his ridiculous, childish moments, just because life's too short. So yeah, it's good to.
This is
yeah,
what
well,
this is what I do for fun. Yeah, and
Yeah.
if I'm pretending when we're doing photo shoots to be grumpy and miserable, just for the shoot, I can do that. I can do that, but in my heart of hearts, I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
We do a photo shoot. We get 100 photographs back, and I have to go through them one by one and go, oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's been Jamesed. Oh, that one's quite good. Oh, that one would have been awesome if it weren't for James. No, that one's been Jamesed. That one's been Jamesed. That one's been Jamesed. That one's good. So you end up with about 8 or 9 shots that we can use for PR when there was... Oh, please.
It's quite
the
true.
amount of shots where there's like 5 guys going like this, and then someone in the background going... Just unbelievable.
Or sticking their tongue out, or literally lifting up his kilt, showing his pants, giving the old... it's just like, James. But, we love him. He's just not the best person to have on a photo shoot if you want to get anything done.
Yeah, but on stage, that's where I shine.
That's what it's all
That's
about.
where you shine. That is true. I've just realised, because I can overlay photographs and images onto these live streams in future, like I did with the RAM, that means I could actually just drop images of James throughout these live streams where he's ruined photographs as evidence.
It's not ruined. It's improved. It's improved.
Yeah, I know I definitely want to see that. I don't know about the rest of the guys on the stream, but
it shows
because
it shows our character and our fun side.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think there should be more Black Lakes playing tiddlywinks and generally having a laugh photos? Do we take ourselves too seriously all the time? Or do you think? Cool.
Come on, man. How many band shots have you seen with everyone
Yeah, indeed.
looking wistfully off into the
So yeah,
show me something different is where I'm coming from.
maybe we'll do a Blacklist exclusive, like fun and upbeat Black Lakes photo set or something like that. That would be cool. Exactly. And shit where James is being a total knobhead that we've never shared anywhere else. And James is like showing his pants. Or
is anyone else feeling like the James hating vibe right now?
No, it's not a hating vibe. It's not a hating vibe.
Not a hating vibe.
It's
just
fun
I've seen parts of your body that I never want to see far too many times in my life already.
Scott,
I'll tell you what.
Scott,
I'll tell you what.
That is the pot calling the kettle there, bro.
Anyone who is on Facebook who wants to join the Blacklist this evening, I will post a couple of Jamesed images into the Blacklist this evening. So please do join that little community. Let's start the conversation. You guys can caption the images. And that'll be the weirdest first post ever in the Blacklist.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. No, nice. I think there's been definitely a strong response to the inner sanctum of the Black Lakes outtakes. So
definitely, I didn't know if anyone would come on at all. It's been really cool to
unbelievable.
have a comment. Yeah, thank
nice
you.
Nice for you to be here, man.
It's awesome. Like, you guys didn't know what we were doing. You took a punt.
We didn't know what we were doing.
How long does it take to film the music video?
Oh man.
Which video did you?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How long do you mean music videos in general? No, we normally spend. I mean, if you look at the Death Throne video, is the last video that was a proper full scale production. That was a very long day. I don't know how long.
But in terms of like prep and everything that went into that, we're talking a good few weeks and months. So. Yeah. James knows a guy. Don't ask me how James knows a guy that does the stunts on the James Bond films. So we got him to make sure the lady that went in the water was well looked after, and we had people up from London to film it. And we had health and safety there, and we obviously had to get to the location, which obviously we don't want to reveal necessarily, although some people that are local might know, etc., etc. But there's a lot of planning that goes into it. But yeah, we actually managed to shoot the whole thing in a day. So that was pretty cool.
Charlotte was the one who suffered. She was the one who had to...
Yeah, I know.
She filmed for a long time, and I went into that water just to my waist for the last shot when my hand goes in to reach for her hand, and it was cold water, and Charlotte, bless her, is not even a strong swimmer, and I may have neglected to mention that she was going in when I approached her to be in the video, and she took it all in her stride. She was very pro. Absolutely awesome to work with. We are looking at what we can do with regards to working with her again, because she's an absolute beaut. She was so good to work with.
Absolutely. That's interesting. So to give you another example, though, Ghosts of Our Memories. I don't know if you guys have seen that video. Hopefully you have. That was a solid weekend. That was hard. So some of those shots, it probably doesn't look like it, but we were, really buggered, like tired beyond belief, and we had to carry all of the lighting rig, all of the gear, all basically the entire length of that place. So I'm not trying to go, look at me, like poor guy in a rock band. That's not what I mean. But it was a lot of humping, a lot of effort to make that video.
No humping. There was no humping.
There was humping of the gear. It was humping of the gear.
Like big humping. Sorry, if that doesn't translate internationally. Sorry. I mean, like
if people aren't in bands, they won't understand the hump.
I take your point.
Mind the hump.
So in bands, if you're carrying gear around or carrying amps and guitars, generally it's called the hump, like you're doing the hump. So that's what we mean. I don't mean humping as in like taking one of those black figures and then having a nice moment with them behind the vestibule later on. Thanks, man. That I think Black Sunshine Scene, it's a beautiful video. We really appreciate that. It's a very personal song for all of us, particularly James, particularly myself and Will. We spent a lot of time and effort making sure that video captured that mood. So we genuinely really appreciate that you loving that as much as, because that's what we did it for. We did it to connect with people like you. So thank you.
Yeah, it's really cool to read. Thank you.
The Warden Sound is at Fuel, it seems. Nice.
Cool.
Awesome.
So he's going to be there with Matt. Nice, man.
That gig's going to be absolutely awesome.
I can't wait.
I'm saying that as someone who dreads getting back up on stage after almost 2 years of not doing it. It's done nothing at all for my anxiety levels. But I will be forcing myself up there, and I'm sure once we start, it'll be fine. There is a hell of a lot of pent up musical energy and excitement that is going to get unleashed on Fuel everywhere. So if you can get there, it's going to be one hell of a night.
If he doesn't mind me sharing, I hope he doesn't. I remember, so this is our first gig that we've played live. We've obviously done some of that live stream stuff, but we played. We haven't played since January 2020 to an audience. So you're looking at, what is it, like nearly 2 years? Not quite, more like 18 months, but a long, long time. And I remember playing the last gig, Will, and you coming up and saying, "Wow, this is the most comfortable I've ever felt live," because we've just got a good brotherhood and a good bond. So don't you worry, we will be making sure Will is well looked after at the Fuel gig as well, because it seems like it's all fun and games, but actually when you suddenly thrust yourself in front of people after 18 months and go, "Check out my song," it's it can be quite a nerve-wracking experience.
I remember one of my a piece of advice that one of my idols once bestowed was when you first take the role of frontman, wear brown trousers.
Really?
Yeah, and I think about that when I get on stage. I wear black trousers. I'm not sure what that says about the state of my bowels, but.
So Mandy Snowblood saying you'll be fine. You've always been an awesome frontman. I love that.
Thank you.
I completely agree. That is always going to happen.
James will take the heat off by lifting his kilt.
Yeah. Usually he's taking the heat off his own. Taking the heat off his own self by doing that. So, but yeah.
We got stopped at the door on the security door at Hard Rock. At the Hard Rock Hell finals, and the security guy wanted to search James's sporran. I told him that he also had his more tender area tucked into that bag, so he probably wouldn't want to put his hands inside.
He still wanted to look, so I showed
him. The Blacklist this for a long time to get the insides of James's sporran. That's got to be like,
yeah,
that's got to be like 6 months or 18 months in of going, like, what is in James's sporran?
Well, you have to join his OnlyFans for that.
Yeah. And alongside that, I'll be sort of revealing my, wait for it, I'll be revealing my next bit of merch, which is my own lining kilt.
Beautiful.
Nice.
So you too can dress like James.
The action
Indeed.
figures are already out, so you know.
I was going to say, because clearly James doesn't dress himself, so hey.
Oh, nice. I want an action figure. Can I have an action figure?
We could get action figures, couldn't we?
Oh, can we get action figures?
We can get custom-made action figures of us.
Like little, who makes them? Like Mattel or something?
Yeah. We could get them 3D printed.
Oh, can we get Lego?
Lego Black Lake.
Yes.
Can someone make that happen, please?
Lego Lake. I remember going to the States and someone bought like a model of Jesus, and it came back with literally one of the features was detachable crown of thorns. And I always thought to myself, wow, man, if I'm ever going to be like a doll, I want my own detachable crown of thorns. That just seems like a cool feature. So, like, detachable crown of thorns on that. Will it come in pink? Wow.
Is that Dav?
Yeah.
Listen, I really wanted to push forward a long sleeve pink T-shirt, right?
We will get there. We will get to the pink. Look, the thing is with all this stuff is unfortunately it costs money, and I would absolutely love to get a rainbow of colours of T-shirts to sell. Entirely genuinely, I would love to, but everything costs money. We are right on the terrifying cliff edge of receiving the very big bill, which will represent paying for the album. So we are a little bit strapped at the moment. But if you head to www.blacklakes.bigcartel.com and pick up one of our brand new shirts or beanies or both, you can help us to start digging our way back out of the hole that we have dug ourselves into very, very deep.
And they say there's no money in the music industry. There's plenty of music. We're putting it in there.
We're putting all the money back into the music industry.
But I think it's fair to say you're not the first person to request pink. So it's clearly a big, strong feedback thing that we've had that people want a pink Black Lakes tee. So
I think it's good in pink.
We'll probably make pink happen at some point, definitely. Shameless plug indeed. So yeah, we're being asked what would be your accessories, guys. I don't think I could go without my detachable crown of thorns on my Jesus model. Maybe with like my nails as well for the crucifixion. What about you guys?
Wow, Scott, you went straight for that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to play it safe, but can I just go with maybe my lightsaber mic stand and a can of Monster?
Yeah.
That works. It makes.
James?
Out loud, man.
James, what would be your action figure accessory?
Oh, man.
Maybe you'd have Frederick Fourhorns, like you'd have a little cat, like the goat to sing to or to caress.
No,
Oh,
absolutely not.
No, not fancy the goat.
No, let me come back to that. I can't just. No, that's a thinker.
That's what live is about, James. You have to get put on the spot to answer questions.
Oh,
We talked about this.
Oh, crying out loud. I don't know.
Black Sunshine says, shameless plug. Yes, I mean, this is it's gone past 30-minute video now. This is a live broadcast where we will be shamelessly plugging ourselves.
It's what we do.
That brings us full circle to what we were saying at the start. This is all about sort of helping to build a community around the band rather than just, hey, look, here's a song, I hope you like the song, and then we move on to the next thing. It would be a lot more interesting for us if we shared the journey, so you can expect to get a lot more insight into what's been going on, especially with the run-up to the album. In the coming weeks, we'll be ready to talk about album artwork, talk about release strategy, talk about singles. There's a very intense debate now about what single is going to be the next one to really sort of push the band forward in terms of making people aware of us again after such a long time away.
Next music video.
Yeah, and a music video to go with that. All of that will be discussed in part on this live stream. So you guys that want to join us, want to get your views across, have your say effectively, it'd be really cool to bring you on the journey. Again, the Facebook group, I think you just I'm not sure what the link is for the group, but it is in the description for the video. So if you just check that on YouTube, down below the video, it will tell you the link for the group. Loads of stuff will be going in there as well, that won't be shared publicly, or if it is, it's shared publicly at a later date, so that you guys get first view. We're not putting any kind of
Pay barrier.
Pay barrier. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Scott. I couldn't think of the word pay barrier. We're not putting anything like that on this. This is all about just trying to build a community, because without you guys, we're just 6 guys playing music to each other, which becomes a little bit strange as well as expensive. So we want to build this community. We want to have the conversation, and we want to talk about things that matter to us, that matter to you. So yeah, we're absolutely thrilled that a number of you got involved on day one. Really, really, really pleased. So thank you for coming along.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's come on. Amazing for us. We really appreciate it. It means a lot. And as Will says, we really want to. You guys are in at the ground floor. We wanted to make sure. Obviously, I know we've been going for a while, but we can make you all part of the journey with us. So just want you to know you are appreciated, and we will do everything we can to make sure you know and that you feel appreciated. And we like, oh, can you go live on YouTube? Can you talk to people? Shit, we're like a decade late apparently, but here we are, which is cool. You can also share the group link from your Facebook page, Blackstone is saying.
We will do that after this stream ends. I'll go back to that site, and I will post that link on that site so that people can see it, and then I will post the link to this video once it's captured on YouTube properly, and people can watch it at their leisure if they wish to. Perhaps we should draw a line under this at the 40-minute mark. No pressure.
40 minutes. What?
I know, right? It's gone fast. So we can talk for another minute and a half before we pull the plug on this one for the evening. Guys, any final thoughts in a Jerry Springer-like fashion?
Yeah. Well, a zombie head, right, and a thermal detonator. That's my accessory.
You're so you. A zombie head and a thermal detonator.
Good. I'm glad I asked.
I suppose bones and nails is not that much better, I suppose.
No.
And then, any fool know that was just saying it's great to be able to join you all live here and get to know you more. Vice versa. It's amazing to speak to the people that have supported the music and love the music and love the videos and love everything that we're doing in Black Lake. So feelings mutual. Thank you very much. It's amazing.
Definitely. Right, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure, actually. We didn't really know what to expect this evening. We never really know what to expect when we put anything out into the world. We always kind of expect the worst, and are truly humbled when anyone chooses to respond in any way, even when they tell us it's terrible. It's nice that they took the time to do it. So we are super, super grateful that you guys joined us for the first Blacklist broadcast. We will be back in the very near future. Like I said, aiming to do these every Wednesday. Next Wednesday we are at Bring Me the Horizon, but we will work something out. Maybe it'll just be a live stream whilst you can't hear us shouting at you whilst the music's blaring, but we will work something out. Until next time, it's goodbye from myself, James,
bye,
and Scott.
Catch you later, guys. Thank you ever so much.
Stay safe, guys.